All right, Coach. Hard-fought game day. Couldn't pull it out in the end. What are some positives that your team can take from this weekend?
I definitely think that we improved today over the way we played Friday. Friday, I felt like our young team played a little more hesitant. They just seemed a little more scared, which is crazy because we haven't played that way all season long. And they really bounced back after that. And today they were a lot more aggressive, and I felt like they sustained, a little bit of a better level of play, and we were still up and down at times, which I think is the earmark of a young team. And it's got to get better. And this week we're going to continue to push them. Each week we've gotten a little bit better with some of those kinds of things, and we're just in SEC play, and SEC is going to be tough, and these girls have to really figure out a way to sustain a high level of play.
Saw Lainey flying around a lot out there. It's got to be good to have her back. What's the impact her return has had?
She's been fantastic, and we really missed her those first few weeks, and I feel like we're still going through just with what will probably be a pretty set lineup for us, and we've only been able to work on it for a few weeks now since she's been back, and we're a lot different with her in there. So I think that she's been huge. She's a great all-around player for us. And just the leadership she brings on the court is really, you can't even say enough about that for her. So, she's doing great things, but we need people to step it up around her so that we can start competing at the level we know we're capable.
They're starting to get into the bulk of the SEC schedule coming up with the in-state rival Ole Miss on Friday. What's kind of the game plan, the mindset going into Friday?
The biggest thing is these girls have got to go out and fight for every point. We'll show great spurts of that, but they're not consistent with doing it the whole time. So, today's match is a good example of that. We pull out a good win in the first set. In the second set, we look like a completely different team. And then in the third and fourth set, it was a lot of up and down, just giving up huge runs of points, but then fighting back and going on runs of points. So it's just this team's got to figure out how to consistently play the way we know we can. And again, I think a young team has those battles, and they're going to have to, at some point they'll figure it out and it'll click, and we'll be pretty tough.